everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hope everyone is doing well as we come to the end of October, which is so insane. I cannot believe how fast time is flying by this year. But for tonight, we come together, we circle up in the presence of stories and songs, and so welcome to Wonder Not Productions presents Circle Up. Again, offering songs and stories through the wires during this bizarre time of existence. I'm your host, resident artist, and producer extraordinaire, Brenda Carsey. Joining me today are artists Evan Williams, Dezelle, and Jean-Paul Barjon. Tonight, each artist will share one song at a time in a round for a total of 3 rounds with stories and discussion peppered throughout. We will be accepting donations today via both Venmo and PayPal, which will be split evenly amongst all artists. Venmo is at Brenda Carsey, and PayPal is contact@brendacarseyart.com, and write Circle Up in the memo section. This information is in the description section of this live video as well, so that you can easily copy and paste. And every single artist performing tonight has their Facebook and Instagram links there as well, so that you can follow them and keep in touch and all of that good stuff. And now, let's go ahead and bring in our artists. So this evening, we have Jean-Paul Barjon, that we will welcome first. Jean-Paul, hello.
What's going on?
Welcome, man.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so happy to have you. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. It's actually cold today.
I know.
My studio isn't scorching hot. I'm so glad. 'Cause there's nothing worse than playing with like sweaty fingers, and I'm sliding all over the place and missing stuff. So
Absolutely.
This should go a little bit better.
I feel you too, because I have been doing these since it's been hot, and I can't have air or fan or any of that on because you can hear it all. Mm-hmm. And so there's some episodes where I've just been getting shinier and shinier and shinier. So it is kind of nice that it's chilly. I agree. Yeah. Yay! So that's Jean-Paul, everybody. We also have Dezelle joining us today. Bringing in Dezelle. Hello, beautiful. If you want to do a flip-flop and mute it and all that fun stuff and the dots and all that stuff. How you doing? Oh, I think you're still... I'm going to unmute you. Yay!
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, I can hear you, yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Do me a favor and do a flip-flop one more time with your phone so that it settles you out horizontal-like on our end.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an always thing with Zoom. It'll do it. You have to join the meeting in vertical mode first and then switch it. Zoom is not made for artist friends, but it's trying. There it goes. There we go. Yay! How you doing?
How you doing? Good. How are you?
We're doing good. We were just talking about how it's actually cooled down here this past weekend for the first time in, I don't even know, it feels like years.
Same in Austin. It got really cold all of a sudden. Am I upside down still?
No, you're perfectly arranged. Yeah. Let me bring in our third and final artist, which is Evan Williams. And then, Karen, if you want to do the ... thing, if you haven't already, now's the time for that. That sounds so vague to everyone out there. But we have Evan Williams. Hi, Evan.
Hi.
I'm like, I caught him off guard. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
We're doing well. Just settling in, and hello to everybody who's joining us already. We're so happy to have you here. We're all coming from LA and from Texas, and I think that's it. From the Valley to the San Gabriel Valley, which is where I'm at, and then all the way to Austin and back. We're all here tonight.
Thanks for having us, Brenda.
I'm so glad to have you. I thought that this would be such a perfect lineup. I do choose people specifically to put together based on if I think people like people's music, and just in terms of my perspective of each of your like spiritual or like philosophical beliefs. I don't know. I thought interesting conversation might happen from how I know the 3 of you. So we'll see what happens.
Humbled by that, knowing everybody else's music on this lineup. That's quite a compliment.
Yeah, man. It's going to be good, folks. It's going to be good. Well, I think we should just hop into some music for now and get some going. What do you think?
Let's do it.
And guess what? So we have, I know this is unheard of in a songwriter round, but I really wanted my friend Jean Paul to participate in this from the beginning. And I asked him, I was like, would you want to do it? You know, because it doesn't have to be songs, literally. It could be music. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, cool. So he's here today, and I think that you should kick it off, man. Oops. But first, I want to make sure your microphone's working, because it stopped working. Sometimes, there it is. I heard a snap.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Awesome.
Well now?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to make it nice and big, and the rest of us will mute ourselves, and we'll see you on the other side.
All right. You'll know when the song is. Hey guys, I'm Jean-Paul Barjon, and when Brenda asked me to play this, I wasn't quite sure what exactly I would do because I'm not really known to be a soloist. I kind of stopped doing solo work really when I was in college, and the only time I do solos is when I'm like playing for weddings and things like that. But now I kind of move away from classical music, but I want to show you all my roots. So I'm going to play something that's more on the classical side first. So you can see where I come from, a little bit of my range, and then after that I'll start playing some improvised stuff and maybe a little more R&B type of music too. So if you don't like classical, it's just one song. You'll survive this one, I promise. This one will get your heartbeat racing a little bit, so brace yourself. And I'm gonna take my headphones off. If something goes wrong with my sound, just wave at the camera, you guys, so I'll know what's going on. Okay? All right. Oh, and this song is called Tarantella. I played this when I was in middle school. The version I'm going to do is not what's normally written. This is my version of it.
Woo!
Whoa!
Awesome.
Oh, so good, man.
Well, that's like a Halloween smorgasbord for the ears. I had this mental image of being chased through a corn maze by like somebody murderous.
Yeah,
That was
I know a lot of
great.
people don't like spiders, so that would probably sound like being chased by a giant spider, maybe. Or something.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It sounds, I actually can imagine dancing, like, but a la the Addams Family. You know what I mean? How
yeah, I
they
love that.
dance.
Like that part.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that gets people kind of bouncing.
It's gorgeous, man. It was beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Thank
People,
you.
Carla Round says beautiful. Frank's clapping. We have an awesome. Tatiana says, wow, he's incredible. I think so too. Debbie says, beautiful. We have claps. We have amazings. We have a lot of love. A lot of people saying hi to Evan. Hi, everybody. If I don't read everyone's comments, please forgive me, but we do see you and we are watching you all. And we're so grateful to have you here with us today. So thank you. That was Jean-Paul Barjon, who's kicking off our triple circle. And now we're going to hop over to Evan Williams to do his first song of the night.
Cool.
So we're going to let you get all nice and big, and we'll see you on the other side.
All right. This is where I turn up my business. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. And thanks again to Brenda for having us on Circle Up. My good friend Alex recently released a short film by the name of Lola. And as an homage to him and how much I love the short film, I'm going to play my song Lola, which is actually featured in the credits for it. So if you know this song, sing along. It's on Spotify. But it's going to be a different version. Here we go. Thanks for joining us. Lola, you know who I am. I'm only a man. We've already started. We've barely began. So if you're ever lost in the world, would you ever be my girl? I didn't know you would come for me, Lola. Lola, oh no, oh no, oh my Lola, Lola, say it ain't so, oh love, oh no, oh my Lola. Lola, you whispered my name, and all the weather changed. Some loves last forever. We had only a day, so if you're ever blown by the wind, would you ever choose to come in? I know you know that it's not the end, Lola, Lola, oh no, oh no, oh my Lola, Lola. Lo and behold, oh, love, oh, no, oh, my love, love,
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Beautiful. So beautiful.
Beautiful. Both of
Yeah.
those songs are so sophisticated. I feel like more sophisticated now after listening to them. Really beautiful.
That's hilarious. So you didn't write that about someone you know specifically? Oh no. Oh, there you
I
go.
wrote it about a French girl that I met very soon after moving to Paris to start shooting this TV show called
Ah.
Versailles, and she was a barista, and I met her and was smitten, and I wrote that song at 4 a.m. after sharing a bottle of wine with her, and then she told me, she's like, I can never see you again. And she's like, I'm sorry, I have to go, and she ran away, and that's so I wrote her this song, sort of thinking like that I'd never see her again, and then turns out we actually were together for like 6 months and had a beautiful tryst, and
Wow.
it was amazing.
That is
Just
so incredible. I'm
a storybook.
I'm really glad that she initially told you she could never see you again, though, because that's part of the magic of the story.
Totally, yeah. And I got a letter under the door from my neighbors the next morning saying, like, in French, very politely, hey, could you not play music in the middle of the night? That would be great.
That's really funny.
I'm glad I don't have to deal with that right now. I just moved into this apartment in North Hollywood, and this studio is right next to the swimming pool and right above the parking garage. So there's nobody, any walls around me that are neighbors. So I can be as loud as I want to. I don't
That's
write
amazing.
music like you guys, so I don't really do as much loud playing or playing the keys or whatever. But it is nice not having to worry about people telling you you're too loud.
Cello has a lot of body, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
When this thing gets low, like the low register, it vibrates the other rooms. That's for
absolutely
sure. But at least it's not other neighbors.
So funny.
About that.
I do not know the Russian alphabet, but I'm gonna say it's Ayeva. She says, "Thank you so much for playing that song, Evan." Tatiana says, "I need Evan to put the acoustic version of Lola and other songs on Spotify more than I need air." So you should probably do that immediately because that sounds very important. But yeah, Debbie loving the new version of this song. Debbie and Carla both say, and Frank both say, triple say, really lovely voice, and a little bit of heaven. And someone said that they're levitating.
Oh, all right.
And Amy says that was great. And Kama says beautiful. Yay! Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah, that was nice, Evan.
My mom said so sadly romantic. That's my mama. Hi, Mom. So funny. Oh, and just magnifique, j'adore, says Katie Orleans. I'm going to say it. Yay. And now, my beautiful friends, we are going to take it over to Dezelle to do her first song of the evening. So, and Luis Eduardo Torcio says, shout out to Dezelle. She's lovely.
Aw, thank you.
Oh, it's Greek. Oh, my goodness. It's Greek, not Russian. Helena is my name. Thank you so much for telling me that. You know us ignorant-ass Americans. We don't know shit. And I apologize greatly for that. But, yes, Helena, I can see that now, and I will try to memorize that for the rest of the show. And with that, let's take it away with Dezelle.
Well, thank you, Brenda, for having us and putting this together and continuing to be such a leader in our community, even during these times, bringing musicians together. And those were some beautiful love songs. And I think I'm going to play a love song because I wasn't sure what order I was going to play these songs in, but it feels right after those two to play this one. This is a love song, but it's not really about anybody. It's called Loved. You like movies with old-fashioned love songs, and you get up and dance with me when the V and Rose comes on. You read Baldwin and Bukowski, love them just as much as I do. And you follow Instagram accounts about how to be a better version of you. You're not into bullshit, you don't get jealous, could give a fuck about Hollywood. You think it's dope I'm sober, and you always come over when you think that I could use a little love. Oh, my love. You don't sleep around, no, it's not your style. Got no ego and you live from your soul. But you're hot as hell with a great sex drive. It's just now that we're grown. You don't want all that drama, you faced all your trauma, and you're looking for a love that's real. You never suffocate me, but you always make me, oh baby, you make me feel so loved. Oh, my love. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel so. You make me feel so loved. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel so. You make me feel so loved. You see the world as full of opportunity, and when things don't go your way, you ask, what is this teaching me? You stay conscious, but you're really off this cancel culture, reposting nonsense. You're not afraid to disagree, but respectfully, with humility. You think people are good, we really could benefit if we just would speak our truth and listen more. You're like nobody I've ever known before, my love. Oh, my love. And you approach my history with gentle curiosity. Never once felt you were judging me. And you respect my boundaries. When it comes to the exes, the only confession is that I feel gratitude and pay tribute to any woman who had a hand in shaping you. You really lay it down, and after that, you find a way to make me laugh. One look at you, and I know that we both know just what we have, my love. Oh, my love. And you can sing this part with me now if you want. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel so. You make me feel so loved. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel so. You make me feel so loved. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, baby girl.
Mm.
So good.
It's got some
So
Marvin
silky.
Gaye. Marvin Gaye sort of like nice like that.
Smooth over here, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely got some silky vibes. I think JP fixed that audio thing again. That was really beautiful. I hear you, baby.
I was gonna say, there's gonna be so many songs that part of the lyrics are gonna be able to use like activity on Instagram. Because that seems there's a lot of songs where you could write it because some relationships crumble because of social media, the internet. That's just the world we live in. So, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to call it out in the song, the Instagram behavior of late and cancel culture and how unattractive it is. So,
Absolutely.
somehow.
Yeah,
song,
your voice
Caroline?
is so beautiful too.
Thank-
I love your voice.
Thank you.
Have you
Yeah.
recorded that song, Caroline?
Yeah, I just recorded it this summer, and it's my friend Jesse McLeod, who you guys, I know some of you know, he wrote a hip hop beat for it, so it's kind of a different style. I'm really excited about it.
Nice. That hook
Nice.
is so catchy. Like that's gonna be in my
Yeah.
head for a minute.
You make me feel, you make me feel. I was harmonizing
Yeah, I
over
was
here.
harmonizing too.
Yeah. Oh, good. That's what. Yeah, I imagined harmonies because that's the live show piece of
Right.
that. Like I always imagine that. So
Absolutely.
glad that
Really quick shout out. So Peter Saputo happens to know Jean Paul and Caroline. So
hey.
he said what's up to you both.
I love it. You know, I
And
just
then-
found out we live like 5 minutes away now, so I gotta.
Oh,
hook up with
funny.
him. Yeah.
And then Tatiana says your voice is so angelic. And Helena said velvet voice. I think so too. Debbie said we all need that one person in our life. That's so true. And Frank is clapping. Louise says that cancel culture line was good, LOL. Debbie, I think, was typing when you were singing the You Make Me Feel part. So this one's not on Spotify yet, is that correct?
Not yet, but it should be early next year.
Okay, so that was for comma. So next year, comma, my mom is also singing You Make Me Feel. Oh, hey, what's up, Greg? Greg's Tino in the house.
What's up, Greg?
What's up, Greg?
Greg said heart melter. And we do love all your comments. I did share. I'm not going to read every single comment just to keep the music going. I'm sure you all understand. But there's so many good vibes, and I'm sure each of us will go back through and check everything at the end of the show. Yeah. So I'm going to, I guess, hop into my first song now.
Cool.
That's cool. So let's do this. So for my first song tonight, I don't have a title for this yet, and I've only played it one other time, and it was also on a Circle Up show, and I just felt like playing it tonight. It's really vibey, and it goes with the cold clouds that rolled in this weekend where I live. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Projection placed upon my seat, intimidated by a heart so sweet. What and how, where and who do I talk to? Thanks for sharing, thanks for caring, and now I'm through. You've had some time to connect and break through. Meet the people, come together. Spearminding.
Yeah.
Uh,
Beautiful.
It's still so new.
I love it. I love all the textures in your music. It's really
Thank you.
special, and like you have so much versatility as an artist. I just really
Aw,
admire it.
that's really sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Your songs
Aw,
run the gamut, Brenda. This one
run
is
the.
like this
That's
one's
very
like
sweet.
really gave me like a floating, sort of flying, moving
Yeah,
feeling. Really flying
that's awesome. Yeah.
vibe.
I was definitely like feeling really kind of somber and weird when I wrote that one. And I hadn't played it. I wrote it about a year ago and I never played it because I felt not safe sharing it with my like songwriter community. And then the first time I played it was during a Circle Up thing, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play the song that I've been so afraid to play. So that's why it's still really rusty, but I think it has good potential to blossom.
Why do you think that you were afraid to play it?
Because of I don't know if you could catch the subject matter.
Yeah, like so you felt like you were like calling out your audience?
No, it was basically like it was like the double-sided coin that is Los Angeles
Yeah.
music community, and feeling like all the positive things from that, and like the community and all those beautiful things, but then the other side that comes with that, which is a lot of like ladder climbing and a lot of um, temporary friendships, if you want to call them that. I think that's the polite way to put it. And and especially when you're in like a seat of someone who has the capacity to help others, people definitely um, will ask you questions and share things with you without ever ask you questions about how to advance themselves, is what I meant more specifically, without ever being like, so how are you today, or anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, yeah, so I was writing it like during from that perspective, and like the idea of like people being like, thank you so much for that hookup, like like I'll get you back, or like something, and it's like that's not why I'm doing it. That's not why I'm helping people. I'm happy to help people whether they help me back or not, but at the same time, like don't offer like you know like equality and then not follow through on that.
Totally. Yeah.
That's a okay.
Walk the walk.
Yeah,
Walk the walk you talk.
walk the walk it like
Yeah.
a talk
Walk it.
it. Yeah, but thank you, Frank. Frank was just saying it's a fine original song. I appreciate that, Frank.
Hi.
Tatiana, thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Helena says, so relaxing and crystal clear voice. I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, I love also like the vibes, definitely 07 influence, if anyone is familiar with that
Wait,
band.
the waiting
Yeah.
room. Is that what they?
What's that?
The waiting line. It's the waiting line.
Yes, exactly, that band. Oh, dude, Kama says a total Kate Bush vibe from that song, which is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing it. That's very, very sweet. And then Greg said 100% regarding the double-sided coin thing. Yes. And Diana finally got in. Welcome, Diana. Welcome to the show. We just barely finished our very first round, as it's called. So we have two more rounds, which means every artist is doing two more songs each. And if you are just joining in, this is called Circle Up. It's a weekly show. Tonight we are joined by Jean-Paul Barjon. We have Evan Williams. We have Dezelle. And my name is Brenda Carsey. We are accepting donations this evening. Everything will be split evenly amongst all four artists because Wonder Not Productions believes in democracy and egalitarianism. Yeah. So if you are able to offer something tonight, it's within your means. You can do Venmo at Brenda Carsey, PayPal contact at BrendaCarseyArt.com, and write Circle Up in the memo section. And if you just expand the description section of this video, all that information is there, so you can just copy paste it. And every artist performing tonight, their Facebook and Instagram, John Paul specifically, just Instagram, everyone's information is there, so you can follow them, like them, and all that fun stuff. You all know what to do now. It's been around for a long time. And with that, let's hop into our second round. So that's back to you, JP.
All right.
Yeah, take it away.
Thank you. So this next song is going to be me playing. It's a cover of one of my favorite songs out there by Daniel Caesar. It's called "Best Part," and it's I guess you could call it a love song. And I really enjoy playing more of the romantic side. I like to get people in their feels when I play. So what I played before, not necessarily that, but this one should make you feel something. All right. And I have recorded myself just plucking some bass lines, so we'll see if that comes through, and I'll play on top of that.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Wow.
So good.
So special to hear that song on cello. It's like such a like it's actually one of my favorite songs right now. So it's a good thing I was muted because I was singing really loud.
Well,
So
hopefully I didn't butcher it too much.
Not at
no,
all.
I love to hear it like in that context. It's so gorgeous.
Yeah, I hear songs all the time, and I'm not really I don't do a lot of original stuff, but there are some songs I hear and I'm just like, oh my god, I really want to just see if I can play with that song. I love collaborating with people. That's my thing. Like before I even like played on Brenda's stuff, I was just going to her shows, and I was just like, I'm such a huge fan. Like I knew her,
Aw.
we had performed together, but I just wanted to just play on her songs because just playing on other people's stuff, it just feels like that creation process and that collaboration process. It feels like that's what music was made for. You
Absolutely,
know,
man.
so that's what I enjoy, and I do a lot of that out here. And Brenda, you know,
You're
we actually met exactly 6 years ago. In
Really?
October. Yeah, October. It was October
Oh,
6 years ago. We had
wow.
our first rehearsal with that singer.
Yes. I will never forget. I will never forget. Oh, but I just wanted to say, man, like you're an elevator, so it's a beautiful thing to enjoy collaborating and to be generous with your God-given gifts, man, and like find joy in that. And I feel elevated by you, and when I get to play with you and hang out with you, you're a gem, sir.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Flows out of you, man. Like you really make the instrument sing. It's like you're singing through the instrument,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
it's so seamless too. Like it like to me, I was about halfway through. I was like, man, it's like the instrument's not even there.
Mm.
It's just like you're vibrating this music out. It's so beautiful, man. Thanks for blessing
I
us.
love that the cello sounds like the human voice. So
Yeah.
I really feel like I'm just another voice.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That is what it is. That's absolutely what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's what's so great about jazz and all, like being an instrumentalist of any sort is that it is the equivalent of singing through something because you do become so proficient on it that it is, your language of voice. It is an extension of your body. Absolutely. So beautiful. Real quick shout outs. Debbie says, love in the cello. Tatiana said, this song is beautiful. We all agree. Some people already got back to. Frank says, beautiful. Good idea booking an instrumentalist. Thanks. I think so too. Diana Haynes loves the cello. People are saying hi to one another. That's very sweet.
Very nice.
Marilyn says, loving this piece, really catchy but soothing. Hashtag Mazzy. Pulling at the heartstrings. Carla's sending you hearts. Shalia says, smooth. Peter says, legendary. That's the dude that lives down the street from you. Everyone's clapping. Louise says, cello is one of my favorite instruments. It is a beautiful one. Thank you all so much for your comments. Jared says, so beautiful. Kama's clapping. Diana says, beautiful cello piece. I'm going to stop there, and we are so grateful to have you all commenting and sharing love. We do really appreciate it. And now let's go ahead and hop into Evan Williams' second song. So here we go.
Hi, everybody. Thanks again to Brenda, JP, Dezelle, and thanks for showing up, guys. Like, you are the ones who make this whole thing worthwhile. Otherwise, it'd be the four of us, which is also cool, but it's even cooler having you here. So this song I'm singing in honor of the 30 million people that have already voted. I wrote this song out of a feeling of kind of feeling like we're finding ourselves in a situation, and we're all sharing that situation, and we're all kind of looking around at each other like, what are we gonna do? And everybody's kind of looking around for like the leader that's gonna lead us out of it. But I think that we are the leaders, all of us, and it's going to like we need to link arms. And yeah, so the song is called "The Future Begins Today." Is it really time to take another video? Notice all the screens come out like fireflies. Won't we all be feeling pretty silly though? The whole scene of the crime was in the spotlight. What will we see? Something's gotta give her in a coma in a minor key. And I coulda, woulda, shoulda been the hero with the diamond ring. But there's water at the bottom, there's no key though. What do I know? Couldn't even say what it means. Here we are, more than the victims of consequence. Who we are is not what they say. Here we are. Look, I know nothing makes much sense, but who we are begins today. The future begins today. I don't wanna go in the night. I don't wanna kill my high. We'll dig beyond the edge of a gold mine. I don't wanna block the sun. I don't wanna hurt no one. How far is civilization from the coastline? What will we see? That something's gotta give her in a coma in a minor key. And I coulda, woulda, shoulda been a hero with some golden wings. But the water's getting hotter, there's no key though. What do I know? Who can even say what it means? Here we are, more than the victims of consequence. Who we are, surely not what they say. Here we are. Look, I know nothing makes much sense, but who we are begins today. The future 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 begins today.
Yeah.
I love how you ended that climb. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. It was really, really beautiful and touching, and I appreciate the. I know, like, sometimes as artists we try not to be so literal and explicit with what we're saying, and we wrap it in poetry and metaphor and other meanings. So I appreciate the way that you did that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Evan. What?
Felt like the need
There
to
you are.
actually come out and say it. And that song's gonna be on my new record, and with a
good.
whole bunch of other instruments, and it's got the driving beat you need, and
Yes.
everything in the kitchen
It's.
sinks.
I really like the phrasing and like the chord progression, the direction of change. It's very cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, with the meaning, because like especially on ukulele, there's so much magic to ukulele. Everything always kind of sounds kind of like magical, and when you think of a song that's like a call to arms, it just makes you think of all the possibilities of what could be in the future, you know? So like I think lyrically and musically, it's really cool the way it all blends together. And that line, coulda, shoulda, woulda, been a hero. I think that's brilliant. I love that.
Thanks.
Really cool.
Hey, Jean Paul, try your snap thing again. There you go. All right.
Got it.
Yeah.
So Evan, did you make like a pretty easy decision to do that on the ukulele instead of like regular guitar?
Wrote it on the ukulele.
Oh, okay, cool.
I've been I don't know what it is about the ukulele. It just like I was given this ukulele as a gift, and I just really like writing on it because it forces you to all the guitar chords aren't the same, so it forces you to really just use your ear. And I'm mostly an ear musician anyway,
Yeah,
and
too.
so it's actually like all you need is four strings to make a chord. So like if I'm not playing jazz music and stuff, I really like the versatility of the ukulele.
Gotcha. Very
Nice.
cool. Very cool. I wish somebody would just give me a cello. These days are so expensive, man. Oh
Yeah. It'll happen. It'll happen. Don't you worry.
Brenda's gonna give me one for Christmas.
Yeah. That's right. Next Christmas, maybe. Next Christmas. All right. Yeah. Diana Haynes says, I love this. Mary Eddie Arnold says, enjoying it. Debbie says, hope this is on the new album. It's beautiful. And he just said it will be. So you're in luck. Carla says, beautiful and haunting lyrics. And Tatiana says, Evan's music reminds me of Hosier's. It's the same magical pagan dance in the forest vibe. If we got a Hosier cover from Evan, the world would end.
Okay. Well, I don't want the world to end.
Well, at least now we know what we need to do if we ever do need an evacuation plan.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yay. So Helena says, Evan, you know my opinion, so I will only say thank you.
Thanks, Glenn.
Frank says, really interesting sound. Janet says, beautiful song, Evan. Daniela says, almost midnight in Brazil, and I'm here watching live for talented people. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you, Daniela, very much, and thank you for watching. It's so fun to stay up late, isn't it, on a Monday night? What's the day of the week, anyway? Jared says, always bringing those profound folk vibes that seem to sing up from the foundations of the earth. That's an epic compliment. Yeah, Janet's saying that's fabulous. Marilyn Schneider. Oh, stop. Go away. Sorry, my mouse is blocking stuff. There we go. She likes you on the uke very much. Floating off. Elizabeth says that was great. Carla's clapping. And so many more comments, and you guys are all so wonderful. And I'm going to force Evan to read all these later. He has no choice but to read every single one.
I'm going to read them. I'm going to read them, and I'm going to like them.
Yeah, read them and like them. Yay. Thank you all again so much for watching. And now we're going to take it over to Dezelle to do her second song for you. So here we go.
Yes, thank you for the comments, and thanks everyone for watching. I'm going to play a kind of more somber song next. This song is actually a song that my friend wrote first. He came out to visit me to make a record in LA, and it was kind of at the depths of when I was the most kind of in the clutches of addiction, and he started writing this song instead of telling me straight out that I needed to get help, and it worked. And after we wrote it for a week, I decided to get sober, and then I changed some things about the song since then. But his name is Abeo, and he's a great writer, and this song is called I May Have a Problem. And it goes like this.
I'm only human, I tell myself. Empty these bottles till nothing's left, except the beating inside my chest. I may have a problem, I may have a problem, I may have a problem. I drink my whiskey with every breath. There's not a thought I don't second guess. I burn all my bridges till nothing's left. I may have a problem, I may have a problem, I may It must be lovely to breathe, yeah. And I wear my heart on my sleeve. You say you love me, I don't believe it. I don't think you're lying, I just don't see it. I think you love who you want me to be, yeah. I think it's a problem, I may have a problem, I may have a problem. Is this everything? And I mean everything. 'Cause I feel bolder now than anyone should be. I now understand what they were saying to me when they said, you may have a problem, you may have a problem. And I think it's a problem. Yeah, I know it's a problem.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh man, it was really beautiful, and I really appreciate your transparency and openness and willingness to share.
Yeah, that's not easy. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's I commend songwriters who really just like put their business out there, you know, and you know that's stuff like that is stuff that people keep in the dark for the most part. And but I also feel like when you write something like that, I think only you can perform that song the right way because it is something different, and you can hear it in somebody's voice when they're singing something that came from a place when they were here and now they're here. Yeah, that's some powerful stuff.
Absolutely.
So generous, so generous to bring your honesty, because like that's why music is so awesome. It's like because we're all so similar that like we even without the actual lyrics, even without the actual story behind it, which illuminated it further, just the nature of the vibration of your voice, we feel into the vulnerability, and it like makes its way and vibrates into our bones, and somewhere in the cavity of our chest it like makes us feel like we're held, like that we're like linked, that we're enmeshed. So
Yeah.
that's the best thing about art.
Yeah, and
I'm
I also
inspired by that.
feel that like it's your willingness to be transparent in the context that is supportive of that, especially that can offer solace and maybe answer or connection for somebody else who is maybe walking those footsteps or relate to those words in a very literal way. You know what I mean? Like the power of like being a musician and being an artist in general, other formats of art can really help people who are feeling that don't have the words to share, and don't have the answers, maybe to be like, oh, I'm not alone. And, like it's okay to say out loud that I have a problem. It's okay. I also like the line you said, like, you love who you want me to be. I so relate to that of just past relationships and just even of yourself too. I mean, that could be said of yourself saying that to yourself, or if someone else saying that to you. But yeah,
So universal.
yeah.
Well,
Hopefully
thank
that makes
you.
sense.
Yeah, I agree. Music is so awesome in that it gives us like a place where all the unsaid things can go and live, and like that's part of why I think we probably all love it, is because it is, it's where soul and emotion and true connection kind of come from, maybe. But
Yes, that's so
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah, Frank says very powerful. Kama says this song has me all in the feels. Jared is clapping and saying that was tough. I felt that, but in a good way. I feel. Marilyn said very relatable and honest. Jared said touching. So yeah, Janet says great song. Louise says, wonderful songwriting, then along with your voice, it hits even harder. Debbie says, we all have our demons to face. So true. Tatiana says, wow, that's so honest and true. And Diana says, God bless you, Carolyn. You are so talented.
Oh, thank you all so much. That means a lot to me.
Yeah, it's very, very sweet. Thank you all so much for your comments and letting us know that you're here and that you care and that you are live. And also, people have been commenting. I haven't read all this, but there's people from Australia. There's people from South America that I assume are that are here because of Evan. But some people were like, it's 4 a.m. where I am. Someone was like, it's the afternoon the next day where I am.
This crowd is
funny.
bringing the love.
Yeah, so
Bringing
thank you
the
all
love
so
wherever
much
they
for for watching, whether you're a daytime hanging or creature of the nighting, as I like to call it. Being any time's a good time to be alive. But yeah, I'm gonna hop into my second song, and this song is called "Bang Bang," and I'm gonna let the lyrics speak for themselves. All right. Sister girl, where have you gone? I've been walking these streets for so long, following echoes of the walls. Your voice, I swear it calls. Never could I've imagined that you would be gone forever, and never could I have fathomed one click would be it. Now I'm pissed and I'm screaming out. Bang, bang. Too many people dying from other people who are taking their lives. Bang, bang. Too many friends are leaving me in the dust as they take to the sky. Oh, it shouldn't be like this, my baby. They had so much time to live. This shit's crazy. Ooh, too many families broken, trying to hold on to the memories, to the memories, to the memories, to the memories. Brother man, where have you gone? What the hell is going on? You always did what you should. You were always doing good and always had a smile beaming from your face. But now I live in denial. How could one click be it? Now I'm screaming out. Bang, bang. Too many people dying from other people who are taking their lives. Bang, bang. Too many friends are leaving me in the dust as they take to the sky. Oh, it shouldn't be like this, my baby. They had so much life to live. This shit's crazy. Ooh, too many families broken, trying to hold on to the memories, to the memories, to the memories, to the memories. I never thought I'd lose you to a hand that's not your own. Seems like everywhere I go, your face appears. And I thought I had you for at least a few more years, but I guess that's out of my hands now. Trying to get you out of my head now. Bang, bang. Too many people dying from other people who are taking their lives. Bang, bang. Too many friends are leaving me in the dust as they take to the sky. Oh, it shouldn't be like this, my baby. They had so much life to live. This shit's crazy.
notes, girl. Come
Oh,
on.
Lord.
Brenda, your music doesn't sound like anybody else's music.
It really doesn't. No, and I
It
think
really
that's why I'm so like
thank you guys.
I really enjoy playing with you because a lot of times our music, especially the chord structure, and I've told you this before, it's unpredictable. Especially when you get into like your bridge sections or you know second half of the song, whatever. It's just it's very well thought out stuff.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah, man.
So original, and yet it reminds me of some of my favorites. But even though you sound totally different from them, it's like Regina Spektor, Ani DeFranco. Like they're both just so clever, and you. I love that. To the memories, to the memories. Like that was.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, man. I just feel like the words pretty much like the lyrics explain everything I could possibly want to say in a song.
I like that boppy section too, where you kind of like get the shoulders, got like a little,
Yeah.
little bit. That's great.
Yeah, man. I'm just like personally sick and tired of people shooting people. I'm just fucking sick and tired of it. And I can't wait to record that song and get that out in the world and hopefully have people find like, you know, it's like small ways that artists can help, but I hope that it can bring some people some peace or something to scream along to, if nothing else, you know what I'm saying? But we need to do right by one another so much better than we are. We have vast room for improvement as a species.
Agreed.
Yeah. JP, I don't hear you, my friend. Do your snap. There it
Can you
is.
hear me? All right.
Yeah. What'd you
Yeah, I
say?
mean, doing stuff like this and you know just even having these conversations is part of what helps. You know, the more moments of love, you know, and just things that bring peace. I think that's going to help, and maybe it can be healing for people when times are rough. Because, like you said, sometimes people don't need music to make them feel nice and mellow. Sometimes they need a scream, and sometimes they need to just let out a shout.
Absolutely.
So songs like that give them a chance to be in the shower and just let something out.
Absolutely. Man, I need it. I can remember songs in my life where like that's exactly what you need is you need someone who said something that you felt but you didn't have the words maybe to say or you didn't have the means to say it. Like, there's so many different you don't have a platform to say, you don't have the privilege to say it. All these things that are so wrong with that I feel at least are wrong and need to be fixed. And go vote. Perfect time to drop that there. Just gonna say that if you haven't already. You should vote.
You got your thing.
You should vote. Do it. I already voted, but I wasn't going to say this yet, but I will now. First and foremost, again, thank you so much to everyone watching. This is Circle Up. I'm joined tonight by Jean-Paul Barjon and Evan Williams and Dezelle. My name is Brenda Carsey. We are accepting donations tonight that will be split amongst all artists evenly and equally. If you just click the See More in the explanation section of this live video, the Venmo, the PayPal, everyone's links, everything's right there for you to just click on and copy and paste so you don't have to worry about spelling or anything like that. But so this is the 13th episode of Circle Up. I was going to say this till the end of the show, but I'll just say it now really quick. And next week will be the first week that I am not going to be doing this. So this show is canceled next week, but I intend on starting it up after that. And the reason being is that I'm working the polls this year. So I'm going to be working there a couple of days. Yeah, I applied because I was going to a lot of protests and participating in ways that I felt that I could participate, and then I still felt like, you know, helpless and frustrated. And then I was like, I can work the polls. Like, I've never done that before. So I was just trying to think of ways that I could get involved and feel proactive. Going back to Evan's song, actually, that where, you know, there is no one leader. The whole point of democracy is that everyone has to participate. Everyone has to inform themselves. Everyone has to try. The second that we're all placing 100% of our faith into a person, and expecting them to solve all of our problems and answer all of our questions and do so to the point that we don't have to think for ourselves. That is no longer a democracy. That is a
Right?
dictatorship.
Yeah.
That is a monarchy. That is a fascist state. So to anybody who's like, I don't want to do it, like if you want to live in a democracy and experience the freedoms and the gifts that come with that, you have to participate. You have to. That is all that is asked of you. Participate, educate, stay up on it, be out in your community. So anyway, that's why this show is canceled on Monday. But after that, I suspect it will be back. And just keep an eye out, and I'll be posting stuff, as you know. Always do that.
I just want to say there's a lot of apathy about the presidential election too, about like the grand machine of politics, and the antidote for that is local politics. Like
Absolutely.
getting into like at the local grassroots level, the sway that we can have on the way that the country is run and the way that the world is run is phenomenal. I think as soon as people start to wake up to that, I think that's when we can start to find a way forward through.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And a lot of people who are like, for example, the electoral college shit, just as a subject matter that I think most people in my age demographic and my parents too, I know like we're like, it's such a pointless old school thing, but the way you change that, if you're like, my vote doesn't count, like there's multiple steps to how things are changed, whether that be petitioning and like gathering signatures and actually driving to your state government. So here in California, that'd be Sacramento. Like you can actually have face-to-face meetings with your representatives. They're not unreachable. It's not impossible. It's like, in fact, would be so rare because we have forgotten the power that we do have that they would probably be like, holy shit, this is so weird. And they would be really excited to talk to you. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of different ways to participate and to get new legislation or new bills or new acts or new things introduced so that we as a population can vote on it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But we just have to be aware of it all.
Absolutely.
And thank you all so much to everyone who commented about my song. I'm seeing it and I'm reading it all. I'm just not going to read them all because you wrote them to me, so I don't need to read them to the other three artists right now. But I do appreciate it a lot. All right, that being said, let's get into our final round of music. It's going to be fabulous. I hope you all are enjoying yourself out there. So that means Jean-Paul Barjon. Take it away, my friend.
All right. So, like I said at the beginning, I did start off classically trained with classical music, but as I've gotten older and been using this as a profession in LA, a lot of times I get asked to just come up with something on the fly or improvise. Or I'm not giving any music for certain things. So I thought I'd just showcase a little bit of that. So I have this riff that I do with like certain musicians I get around where I just want to see what they'll come up with, and I just play the riff over and over again and let them create something on it. But I've never like played on the riff myself. So I got that in the background, and we're just gonna see what I do. I did not practice this much at all before today, like right before we started doing this. So this will be like kind of what I experience at some shows where I'm just asked to just play whatever. So here we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that was so fun.
it sounded to me like a like a crazy version of Summertime. Like that's what I kept hearing in my head was Summertime, but like a cool version of that.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Wait,
man.
snap for me, JP. There it
Hey,
is. We're awake.
so you want to know what's funny about that, Aaron? Evan, sorry. One of the very first songs I tried to even try to improvise on was that.
Oh, that's
There
so
was this
fun.
guy that played piano, and he wanted to like see what I could do, and so I did not know what the hell I was doing, but after I did that and it kind of went well, I was like, well, shoot, maybe I could do this a little more often and see what I can make of it. So yeah, this it's scary sometimes because I'm not like jazz trained or anything like that. So it's still in a way a little new for me to do improvisation, but you know every run is different, and
I thought it was
that's the fun
great.
part. That's the fun
I
part
thought it
about
was great and it was sexy, and I wanted to like jam with you and
it.
freestyle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There was which one was it? Oh, should I call you Caroline or what do you go by?
Caroline's great.
Okay, yeah. The last song you played, I wanted to play some cello on yours too.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that, John Paul, because I plan to contact you.
Ah, all right. Sounds good.
Oh
um,
man.
yeah, that, I love, like, I felt so in the moment with you. I guess because it was improv, like, I just felt so present, and that's
Mm,
such a gift. Like, I loved it. That was really cool.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh, guess what, JP?
Yeah,
Matt Brunder says, "Mother flippin' JP."
that's the drummer, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Hi,
Hey,
Matt.
Matt, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh man, I miss playing
Jared's.
with you guys.
Yeah, I miss it too so much. I really do. But it's okay. I'm gonna be hitting you up soon
Yeah, we'll make
because
it.
I keep saying that, but it's studio's coming. It's beckoning
Yeah.
and calling. Jared says, "Oh man, I already run a recording of this." Debbie says, "I see two dancers gliding across the floor." Carla says, "So good, so brilliantly talented." Mary says, "Talented JP," and is clapping. Janet Graves says, "Nice." Not like that. Sorry, I just watched that last night.
Hi, Mama Arnold. I know who Mary is. I know who
Oh, wonderful. Kama says, "Super talented." Debbie says, "My granddad made and played violins. Brings me back to memories of watching him at work in his wood shops." That's very
that is.
sweet. Marilyn says, "I love watching these collaborations as I hear artists I would never know about way out here in Australia. So thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're enjoying everybody." Frank enjoyed it as well. And Matt just said, "Hi, guys."
I love it when music brings memories for some people. That's a really
Yeah,
powerful thing that
absolutely.
not a lot of things can do.
Mm-hmm.
When I first moved out here, I was like living out of my car for a little bit, and at one point I had no money, so I just went to the street and did some street performing. And there was this girl that sat down next to me, and I couldn't like stop playing and see what she was doing, but I look over when I was done, and she was crying her butt
Aw.
off, and I was like, "Yo, are you okay?" And she said that her dad just passed away like less than 3 months ago, but he used to play cello. And
Wow.
what I was playing like made her remember when she was a little girl, like 3 years old, just staring at him while he was practicing, and it would make her so happy, and she thought he was so cool. And so
Aw.
I gave her memories of her dad that were just so special to her, and she gave me this coin. I still have it, but it's from like Costa Rica or something because that's where she's from.
Nice.
Um, yeah, like music is that's some powerful stuff. That's some
That is,
powerful stuff.
I have chills from that story. You were her angel, and she was probably sent to indicate to you that you were on the right path, despite like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I kept
all
up with it.
the
Thank
spiritual
God.
things on that.
Aw.
That's the story.
Laura Jarrell said, "This is so stellar to every one of us." So, and she says, "Thank you."
Thank you.
Yeah, let's hop into Evan Williams' third and final song of the evening.
Cool.
So let's do it, my friend. Let's do it.
All right. Well, this song, I'm sorry if people listening have heard me play it before, but it's one of my favorite songs, so I'm going to play it again. It's called Cassiopeia, and it's going to be on my new record, too. And I'm not going to say too much about it other than it's about that feeling when, oh, when you're far away from someone you love and you're thinking about them and you're pretty sure they're not thinking about you. Cassiopeia, it is a clear sky tonight. I still don't know what's wrong or how to write it. And I know it's not the same, but still a shame that I can't show you with my eyes. But I guess I'll see you on the end of some other line. I pulled so many strings that now I'm threadbare. I don't know if we'll be friends, but I'll hear our hearts will mend when given time. But how will I chart my course now, darling? I only ever knew the way by heart. Said, how will I chart my course through the night if I can't find you in the stars? You're a combination of all the things I like. I say it how it is, I'm not a liar. Your tender stained glass heart has come apart, it's raining slivers across the sky. You're my constellation, my riddle in the dark, the little lights that lend me my direction. Ain't heard from you in days, and I feel your world's away, but I'm still here, I'm still here. And how will I chart my course now, darling? I only ever knew the way by heart. Said, how will I chart my course through the night if I can't find you in the stars? Said, how will I chart my course through the night if I can't find you in the stars? Cassiopeia, what about your heart? Cassiopeia, what about your heart? Cassiopeia, what about your heart? What about your heart?
Yeah.
Yes.
Little Baroque ending that, eh?
Yeah. Well,
That is great.
I have the end of it is sort of like a party.
Yes.
Like this whole the whole thing. Like I didn't want it to be like a sad mopey song, and I liked the tension between how light the song sounds, and so we kind of really leaned into that in the recording, and so that end section is really like a real party. So yeah,
It's really beautiful, man. That's a really wonderful song.
I love that you rhymed combination and constellation. And if I somehow end up doing that in a song someday too, I don't want you to think I stole it. I'm just kidding. It's cool. I like that.
We're all in this together.
That's hilarious. Right when you said that you were going to play the song and that you apologized for some silly reason for doing a song that you feel people have heard, like 7 people immediately were like, I love this song! Just so you know.
Okay,
also, I have to read this because this is this probably wins the comment of the night. I don't even understand. It's hilarious and awesome. It's meant to be beautiful, but I was like, oh. But first of all, my mom says such great uke work on this song. She really loves it. But Tatiana said, this song reminds me of sitting in a forest while slowly decomposing. Ethereal. That did for me.
Not only comment of the night, that's comment of my life.
Yes. Wow. That's
That's
beautiful.
that's actually the feeling that I'm hoping to inspire in my audiences with my music. So, thank you, Tatiana.
Yes.
I take that right to the heart.
Yes.
And actually, all jokes aside, I hear you. That's actually beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's beautiful.
That is one cool thing about these live performances. People get to make comments that you would normally never hear in a
That's
live
true.
show, you know. So you get to hear what people think about the song, and it's kind of refreshing. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
true.
somebody yelled that out from the audience during a live show.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked out. For me.
Yeah, maybe.
Because there's different politenesses, niceties with live music, which are awesome in their own regard, right?
I feel like I'm decomposing.
I feel
That'd
like
be
I
so
need to
fun.
take this time though to let people in the audience and know that when you're at a live show, once we're able to do these things, the musicians would appreciate it if you don't talk loud while we're playing.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
work very hard to prepare a good show for you guys. So if
Oh,
you
we
want to
work
talk,
so hard.
step outside into the next room. This has been my
Yeah.
soapbox moment for the next 5 seconds, and I appreciate
That's
you. I appreciate
hilarious.
this message.
So true. But really quick, Evan, we love the voice and lilting. I think that says lilting sweet song. And beautiful voice, Svetluska. Jared says Evan's low key, the uke king. I don't think I properly experienced how magical they could be until listening to him perform. That's so sweet.
Thanks, Jared.
Diana says you're so talented, and Janet says yes with a lot of exclamation points. And we have like someone said they're crying and that you're dreamy. He's made the uke his own instrument. Y'all are so talented. This is a beautiful show, says Janet. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate that. I think we should jump right into Dezelle's third and final song here, just to keep the music going for you all out there. So here we go.
Cool. I'm gonna play a song that I wrote with my friend Gavin Bailey, who some of you might know. This is kind of a hopeful love song. It's just all about the different ways you can love somebody and, remaining optimistic about that. It's called Love You Like That.
I wanna love again. I don't know where to begin. You see me as a friend. Well, I guess that's still something. I should let this go. Keep us both safer. I'm afraid it's gonna show sooner or later. If you want, I will love you. I will love you like that. If you want, I will hide them, all the feelings that I have. No, it won't be easy, it's the right thing to do. And if it makes you happy, it's what I want to. If you want, I will love you. I will love you like that. You look across the room, and I don't want to assume, but I think you feel it too. Your smile gave you away. Well, baby, don't be shy. Just come a little closer. I see it in your eyes. Desire's taking you over. Come over. And if you want, I will love you like that. If you want, I will give you the kind of love you've never had. It feels so right when it's just me and you. And we only live once, so we better start soon. If you want, I will love you. I will love you like that.
This is normally where someone like John Paul or another very talented guitarist like Evan Williams or a pianist like Brenda Carsey might like play a little instrumental solo, but I'm just gonna talk over it and land right back on the third verse.
You say you're looking for something that's so much more than you've ever seen before. You say it's once in a lifetime. Well, I'm down to let this grow and see what we could be. But baby, you should know I wanna build all of your dreams. And if you want, I will love you. I will love you like that. If you want, I will give this everything that I have. I wanna spend my whole life loving you. And if you let me in, that's exactly what I'll do. If you want, I will love you. I will love you like that. If you want, I will love you. I will love you like that.
Woo!
Beautiful.
I was already playing something when you
Yeah.
said this would be the instrumental part. I was like, oh, I would so
Yes.
go in on this.
Oh, it was so beautiful. No, like Evan started hand violining, and then I was like, yeah, I can hear that too. And then you said that, and we were pretending with different instruments. It was fun.
Oh, awesome.
We
Yeah.
just need the technology of Zoom to catch up, so
Yes.
all four of us can like kick in and play together.
Yes.
Zoom, if you're listening in on us, which you probably are, and just,
real time
take
online
them.
collab would be so fun. Do your snap thing, JP.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there is something out there that helps with that. Is it called latency or something? Or what?
Yeah, I've heard of something where like bands can play together. I
It's
forget what.
new.
Yeah.
It's a very weird name. I remember it's something very kitschy and like funny sounding. Yeah. But it's brand new. It's only been out for like a very short period of time, so I don't know how legit it is yet. But really quick, Tatiana just said, "This is such fireplace music. I adore it."
Aww.
Cuddle up and stuff. Totally agree. Oh, it's Tatty. I wonder if they know each other. It's so warm and cozy. Feels kind of like home. That's so sweet. That was from Jared. Debbie says, we only live once, so we better get started. Words to live by. And then Marilyn says, beautiful song. And Tatiana says, right? Like, I just want to cuddle. And Carla says, very nice. And Diana says, I love the timbre of your voice. Aw. Thank you all so much. I do too. Yay! So I'm gonna hop into my last song of the night before we say goodbye. So here we go. And I'm for my last song tonight. I'm gonna do "Home," which I'm specifically doing because I know that Carolyn likes the song, and I believe Jean Paul likes the song, and I think Evan might. Who knows? Let's find out.
I love it.
I wrote about how much I loved this song the first time I saw you play it the next day over text. But yes.
Yay. All right. Here we go. So this song is called Home. And as you all, those of you who know the song know that I wrote the song about my parents a couple years ago. And it's not out just yet, but this song and the songs prior to it will be out as soon as I'm allowed to get in a studio with a bunch of people. Because that's what I want. That's how I want to record my album too. Not individually. I want a big ass group in one studio. I was born in the winter, but where I'm from, that means the sun was shining, and my mom was wed to a drinker. She struggled hard as he kept on fighting. Then she went out on her own, and together we crossed the county line. treated me just like a father should, played with me and taught me about life, firm as a rock, soft as a feather, a humble man to act as my guide. Oh, you'll never know which way the winds will blow. Can't guess how the currents will bring you home, but they'll bring you home. I was born in the city where all the lights shine oh so bright. Every day is such a journey, flowing through with just a bit of fight. Give me a world in a maze, and I'll climb it and find my way. Give me some truth, and I'll preach it, 'cause I always got something to say. And right now I'm saying, oh, you'll never know which way the winds will blow. Can't guess how the currents will bring you home. Oh, but they will bring you home. And they will bring you home. So they'll bring you home, baby.
I love that song so much.
Aw.
That song is such a crowd pleaser, I bet.
Oh, it
People are
is.
like, oh, get their lighters out, fire alarms going
Man.
off. It's just like there's showers coming from the ceiling.
That
Everybody's just
sounds
loving
magical.
it.
Man,
Uh,
that sounds so fun. I want to do that.
The audience might not know. Brenda is basically like the fairy godmother of indie music in Los Angeles, and
no,
she has had like an open mic that she's run for years, and it's got such an amazing groundswell of talent in it, and everybody really just supports each other, and everybody knows each other's songs, and there's just such loving moments. Have you played this song and like had an entire room of people singing?
Not the whole room, but
Oh,
because there's always new people every week, but
Right,
just the
well, just-
people who like know it.
I remember seeing you at Songwriter Sundays playing this one, and everybody was singing, and it was powerful.
Yeah.
It's just
Dude.
such a good harmony song too. You can have like a full
Yes.
choir in there.
It's a good harmony. That part where I was snapping too, I was making myself giggle because like I actually could hear JP in my head because there's like we've played this song so many different ways, but one of the ways like when it's just like a string, like a mini string half section technically, and JP like everything just goes away and it's just him. Yeah. In the city. We're kind of in tune maybe. That's right. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I was hearing it.
I was here too. I was like imagining, uh, what's her name doing her solos.
Oh, Rebecca.
Rebecca. Why was I was only thinking of Phoebe for some reason.
Oh, right.
She's played with you too.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
But yeah, I mean, just to share for the audience out there, the whole point of that song is like through the experience of my mother's and my father's and my parents' life and story, and also through my own experience, it's like you never know what's going to happen to you, and it could be the worst of the worst, like being a single mom with like a young baby and like a father incapable of caring for somebody, to like finding someone that you least expect who's just like an absolute gift in your life who can like help lift everyone up, and I mean that's just one example, but like you never know where the winds are going to blow, and sometimes that bottom is there for a reason, because you're going to climb back out and it's going to make you stronger, and the top will be even better after you've been down there for a while.
Amen.
But Matt, hi Matt. Matt said he likes this song too. And I'm going to just do a quick swipey swipe. Oh, Frank says definitely one of his favorite songs. Thank you, Frank. Go big ass. I'm not sure what that meant, but yeah. Go my big ass. Kama says such a great voice. I can't even imagine being so talented. What are you talking about, girl? I'm sure you're very talented at other stuff, but that's so sweet of you to say. Oh, Helena said you are incredibly talented. Thank you so much, Helena. I really do appreciate that a lot. And friends and scrolling and friends. My mom said her eyes are welling up and smiling at the same time. And that song makes her weak. I know that song, when I wrote that, I was like, my parents are going to cry so much when they hear this.
I want to hear that, so I can only imagine.
Kama saying this whole show has been wonderful. Hearing Evan is always amazing. I'm going to think of hearing him as my early birthday present. That's so sweet. Janet Graves is sending a lot of hearts. Angela says, can't wait for the whole album, Evan. It will make up for not seeing you play live in LA. Definitely will. Debbie said, what a voice for me. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. And love, love, love to everybody. Yes, and Angela, so lucky to be able to see so many amazing artists tonight. And Dinah said, this is really good. And Jared said, for personal reasons, this song really hits hard. I'm kind of choking up right now. I honestly can't wait for you to get into the studio. I want this on repeat. Thank you so much, Jared. I really appreciate it. I think a lot of people can relate to that family dynamic, unfortunately, but we all come out of it, right? The last round was the best, says Dominica. Thank you so much. So many comments, so much love, and we so appreciate it. And I just want to say one more time, again, this show is called Circle Up. It's every single week, but it is pausing next week because of voting, and I'm working the polls. But after that, we'll be back. I'll be posting about it on Wonder Not Productions page. And again, we had Jean-Paul Barjon, if you want to wave. We had Evan Williams. We had Dezelle. And again, my name is Brenda Carsey. And if you click the See More, expand this video, all the information to every artist is there, their Instagram, their Facebook, so you can like them, follow them, and better connect with what music is coming out in the future and all that stuff. And again, we are accepting donations for this show. A lot of us are professional, full-time musicians and artists, and it's definitely been a weird year, to say the least. So if you're capable of offering something, we are splitting everything completely evenly. Venmo is at Brenda Carsey. PayPal is contact@BrendaCarseyArt.com. And you can write Circle Up in the memo section. And again, all this information is also in the description section of this live video, so you can just copy paste and you don't have to worry about spelling it or anything. And yeah, with that, we will say goodnight to you all. And this video will be up forever, so you can go backwards and watch it if you came in late, or share it. And then beginning tomorrow morning, this will also be on YouTube. This is for the artists as well. So if you know people who don't have Facebook and you would like them to watch it, the YouTube link will be up tomorrow, and you're welcome to have them watch there if they want. And no pressure either way. So thank you so much to everybody out there, and we will say goodnight to you all now.
Thank you for joining us, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.